F-Log2 and F-Log2C looks amazing until you try and grade it and it quickly falls apart. Let me show you the fastest way to make it usable. Here's a problem. Original F-Log is fairly easy to use. Not too flat, enough contrast to bring back quickly, but F-Log2 is different. It packs in more dynamic range, which means the curve squeezes the shadows and highlights tighter. Out of camera, it looks super flat and lifeless, and if you expose it wrong, shadows get noisy fast. Or you clip the highlights and you can't bring back any details in a sky on a beautiful day. On top of that, LUTs made for F-Log don't work the same for F-Log2 or F-Log2C. So if you try and use those LUTs, you would definitely spend extra time, tweaking. And the difference between F-Log2 and F-Log2C is that if you're shooting F-Log2C, it's the same curve, but with an even wider color gamut. It's great for richer colors, but if your workflow isn't set up, you'll see weird shifts. The fastest way to fix F-Log2 and F-Log2C is with a proper conversion LUT. One click takes it from flat to Rec 709, so you've got a real baseline to start with. Now, instead of wrestling with exposure and color issues, I can focus on the creative grade, which is probably the bestest part of color grading. Because F-Log2 and F-Log2C are so flat, you want to make sure you're exposing it properly by using the proper tools you need, like an ND filter. And I use both the case clip-in filters and the Freewell M2 filters, but I'll link my setup below. My workflow is simple. I use DaVinci Resolve, so I'm going to explain it in a node tree, but the same setup goes for Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro. Node 1 is contrast. Node 2 is white balance and qualifiers. Node 3 is curves and saturation. Node 4 is the Rec 709 conversion LUT. And Node 5 is the creative grade. And that's it. That is my node structure. It can get more complex, but it is my starting point, especially for videos that require a quick turnaround. Although the conversion LUT is on node 4, it is always the first step before you do anything else. The node structure is just that, just a node structure. This is why the first step is always conversion LUT. It makes Fuji's F-Log finally workable, and it saves hours in post. If you're shooting F-Log2 or F-Log2C and tired of taking too much time to fix them and grade them in post, you can download my free LUTs down in the description. Thanks for watching. While staying awesome, stay awesome.